Ladies and gentlemen, it's Zam Tips TV, the Tips podcast. We are back again. Like we said, ladies and gentlemen, when we're coming back with fire. And today on the Tips podcast, our first guest on the comeback is not rather than Cox, the rap daddy. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Mr. Cox, welcome to the Tips podcast.
Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So before we even start, I really love to. Yeah, that word you say in Lunda, is it? Say it again.
No, it's Luvale.
Luvale, right?
Yeah.
How do you say it again?
Ifavale.
Ifavale. What's the meaning of that?
So Ifavale, it was a situation that used to happen when I used to go for school. Like I would go to college for when I go in December. Then I get back in January. Like, when I go in January, I get back home in December.
Oh yeah.
So it used to be like when I'm at school, I used to be off the studio, off music, off everything, just books. Yeah.
Okay.
So now when you get back, you are on a vacation, you go back to the studio, then you say now, listen to those who went, they're now back. Like listen to them. Yes.
Oh, like us, we are back again.
Back. So it was like that. Then people got used to it, and then it's a slogan now.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's Ifavale for you.
Oh yeah, sorry. I guess I forgot to introduce myself. So, ladies and gentlemen, my name's Jefferson. Yeah, and I think to my, is it left or right? That's right side.
It's your left.
Yeah, so you introduce himself.
Yeah, this is Target 6.
So so ladies and gentlemen, as we said, this is not an interview. This is a podcast. Yeah, so us as a podcast, we just tend to discuss, have normal conversations on what's going on, what's trending, what has been happening in the industry of Solwezi. I think maybe to start with, in case for those that don't know you, right now, because we're trying to tap into the new industry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in case that don't know, can you just introduce yourself, tell people that they can get to know the person we're talking to today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Real name's Chiesu Clement, aka the rap daddy, Cox, the rapper, Northwestern base. Yeah.
Oh
born
yeah.
in Kabompo, yeah.
Okay. Whoa, Kabompo.
Yes.
Yeah, from here.
I was born in Kabompo.
Yeah.
Kabompo.
Yes.
Wait, how do you move to Kabompo again?
Going to Kabompo.
Yeah, how's the route?
It's not all that bad. It's cool. It's reachable, but you can still travel and get there.
So which one comes first? Kabompo and Chavuma, which one comes first?
It's Kabompo. From here, Kabompo comes first. Yes. Chavuma is the last district in Northwestern when you go this side.
Oh, sure.
Yes.
I've been to
when you
Chavuma.
move from Chavuma is the Angolan border.
Oh
Then
yeah.
we are going to Angola. Yeah.
It's the bouncing part.
Yeah. So okay, we're not going to address you by your real name. I guess people, you vet for yourself. His name is Clement. Yeah. And then how did the Cox name come up?
The Cox name, I grew up in Western.
Okay.
In 2009, we moved from Kabompo to Lukulu. Lukulu is in Western Province. Yeah. So in Lukulu, in times of floods, there are those bigger boats, those they put engines there. Yeah. And then they transport maybe petrol from maybe Angola to Zambia like that. And then they have those guys the guys who works with those Vima boats are called coxswains. Okay. They're coxswains, yes. They transport stuff. So now, me, I just sat and thought of like, okay, so why can't I be a cox of my culture and then my language, like trying to convey something to people like through music. So I just got that name and put it on my head. Like Coxswain. It was Coxswain, but now people never used to pronounce it so well. Like, Coxswain was too difficult for them, so I just had to cut it. And then it was just Cox. That's how we came up with the Cox.
He's actually transporting Solwezi music to the world.
Yes.
As simple as that.
Yes, Northwestern in general. Because this time we are doing
rap father.
the daddy.
So wait, not to forget. So you're saying you're transporting music to
our culture. In fact, music talks about a lot of stuff, like our languages in Northwestern Province, even Western. There are times when I'm doing lyrics, maybe I put Nyanja, Kaonde, Lunda, Luvale in one song. Okay. So it's a whole lot of the culture that we want to say out there and just show them what we can do.
So do you feel Luvale music is being heard out there?
Yes.
Okay.
It's being heard, yes.
Okay. Like which part of Zambia?
I've got fans like this time around. That page, my following is from everywhere. Like you can get this message from someone from Livingstone. This one is in Kitwe. This one is in Lusaka. So you get. So we are getting there bit by bit. It won't really happen like overnight. Like boom, then we are already there, but we are getting there.
Wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
so like just from the start, how has it been going to penetrate, using Luvale language? Because as you know, in Zambia right now, we have the two major languages, which is definitely Bemba and Nyanja.
And Nyanja, yeah.
So like, how has it been for you to penetrate in the music industry?
It's been a challenge. It's been a challenge because it all starts from your hood where you.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, the
Yes.
support from the
So
hood.
it started from Lukul where I grew up. There's a place called Old Market. I grew up around that place. Yeah. So I nicknamed it Hood, looking at the happenings. So we used to call it the Hood. Like I made a song.
Okay.
The Hood, just particularly for that area. So now when I dropped that song, like it got more plays. Like it just sold me out in that particular area, and then people started looking for, who is this guy? There's this guy. Where's this guy? Because then, like, I got done with his school, so I was this young kid. I used to look young, so people were not even imagining me doing such rapping thingy.
Okay.
So it started from there, bit by bit, Zambezi, bit by bit, Kabompo. Like you can start receiving calls from outside your district. Like, so it has been like that.
How's the feeling? Receiving call from outside your district, people pressing you.
Awesome,
You're
bro,
good.
awesome, bro. That was a sense of encouragement. Like you would really put in more effort to say, so what I'm doing is gonna sell someday. So let me just try to do more.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so far from your observation, do you feel Solwezi music, or let me say Northwestern music, is now being aired outside Lusaka, Kitwe, and these other places? Okay.
It's being heard, yes. It's being heard. Looking at the engagements we are having, like the contacts that come into our inboxes.
Yeah.
So far, I've got contacts for guys. There's a guy who's in Malaysia. There's a guy who is in USA. In fact, there are 3 from USA, and then there's 2 women in Germany. Like they're just coming. A number just comes in your inbox like that.
International.
Like we are seeing what you're doing. We are here, but we are seeing what you're doing. So that already tells you to say at least
We're being
day
aired.
by day we are moving like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
First, to start with, I would love to congratulate you once again.
Thank you so much.
For having the biggest song. And that was in 2023.
Yeah.
When was that?
Yeah, that was
When was the Mark II project?
2023.
2023. What month?
That was like what's that, August?
August.
Yes.
So imagine Mark II is releasing 10 out of 10 project, and then your song stands out to be the best song in the project.
Biggest, actually. That was a big.
How did you feel? How did you take that?
Oh man, that was just something that I never imagined to get to that. But I saw that coming just from the studio session we had.
Okay.
The guys that were in the studio, how they reacted to the sound, the big man himself.
Yeah.
I knew that this is going to be something bigger.
And how's the process like? Working with Mark II. Definitely, you are meeting the man, maybe for the first time, just being in the studio together, working on a project. How was the process like?
His presence was the whole lot of an inspiration thing, because those were the people that we would just watch, and then you just listen to their music, the times of the beef. Yeah. So now this time you are with him, like
With
this.
him, yeah.
We sat
in
like
the same
this.
room.
Yes. So it was already telling you to work hard. It was already telling me to be serious and get to work and do the best thing ever that I can do at that particular time. And for sure, I managed by all the strength in me, like power, I managed to do something that I really wanted. Yeah, the positivity of the project and everything. It was very inspirational.
Wow.
And are we expecting something from Cox and Mark II again, or?
Yes, we still have more works, in fact, coming.
Okay.
More works are on the, they're coming, they're on the way.
Okay.
So I personally, I think the very first time I heard of Cox was in the song Mwendele.
Thank you.
That one features
Dev Zambia. Yeah.
So I mean, how is it like, working with Dev Zambia at that time? The guy was happening.
Yes.
And it's still happening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
how
rest
was
in
it
peace,
like?
Dave. Yeah.
It was interesting, bro. Very interesting. You're making music together. You are making corrections. No, let it go like this.
Yeah.
I remember I wrote the Lubale ways on my phone, then I gave him, and then
Yeah, he actually did some part of Luvale in the
Yes.
in the
That
chorus,
song is a hit.
yes. So time and again, just rehearsing, like no, not like that, like this, like this. Not until we made the song, and then it was just nice. It was just nice. Yeah, it was just nice working.
So
on
wait, just to ask, in the same song Mwendelema. Who was Mwendelema?
Mwendelema is a big man. He's from Zambezi.
Okay.
He's from Zambezi, but he resides in Lusaka. And then at that time, he was the one who was like pushing some projects for artists from here.
Okay.
Like he pushed almost everyone from here. The guy is here. Okay. So this man he contested for Zambezi East as a member of parliament for Zambezi East in 2021.
Okay.
Yeah. So we were working with him, and then he was the one behind the projects. The Valley Girl that I did with his slap.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. There's another one, the Chimtumo I did with Chef
187.
plus the same one, the Dave one. Yes.
Wow.
So it's the same one.
Okay, so we'll go for a short break. We'll be back. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned as well. We're still with Cox, the Rap Daddy. Cheers, cheers.
To feature on Tips Podcast, you can contact us for adverts, videos, and music promotion. Tips has you covered. To advertise with us, contact us on +260 777 031 706. Tips TV, #1 entertainment platform in Solwezi.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back on the biggest, the Tips podcast, Tips Steve, and of course we're chilling with the Rap Daddy right here.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Cox, the Rap Daddy, you're the Rap Father because I personally I believe in what you're putting out there.
Oh yeah.
You are really doing the most.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now, what stage of your career would you consider a breakthrough? Because definitely you have bigger projects. Of course, you've talked of Mendelema, Luvale Girl with Slap T, and of course Simtuma with the big man Chef 187, and of course you on Maktu's 10 of 10 projects consecutively now.
Yeah.
Last year and of course the other year. So now, which stage of your career would you consider a breakthrough?
Okay. It's the time when I'm going to have shows in other parts of the country, like maybe I have a show in Chipata, in Livingstone, and having maybe a number of household songs, like songs are just playing and then you're just a household name even for some time. That will be ultimate breakthrough, like everyone is really vibing to your music and then you are known countrywide.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. That will be the time when I'll feel like, okay, it has now started paying off, like what I've really been struggling for and the like.
Okay.
For now we are just trying to pave the same way for that time, I think. Yeah, putting in projects here and there and then seeing how it's gonna perform and do.
But at least the shows are coming in, right?
Yes,
So,
they are.
So just there. So do you still consider yourself an incoming artist?
As an incoming?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Despite you having the biggest project in the country, you still consider yourself an incoming artist.
The way on the national level,
okay,
I'm like that because the way it is, they don't really care about how long you started or how many songs you've had up to the time that you are making it to them.
Okay.
So to them, whether I make it like today, like countrywide, like I'm known, I'm an upcomer. I'm an upcoming artist, but then in the background I've been like working for years. Yeah, that's how the music.
But you are known.
Yeah, like very big time, big time. So I've been doing. I'm saying that because I haven't really used the whole lot of my capacity and really gotten what I can do.
There's still so much to unpack.
Like big time. like big time. That's why I'm telling you that. But I'm an artist, complete one, yes. But then there's just that thing that I want.
Okay.
Yeah, personal.
Just word on that. The shows, talk about the shows. So far, I think you've had shows in some places. Are those shows, are they paying you enough?
They are, but not really, because we will never be 100% satisfied with everything. You get it? Okay. It's only contentment that keeps us moving. Like, okay, for now what I have, let me manage it. But then you want it more, but then you've gotten that.
Okay.
So you won't really feel that thing like, but I'm not going to do this because I haven't been given what I wanted. No, you just do, as long as it's meaning if like it's a reasonable amount and then it's sustaining.
Oh yeah,
that's the thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So at some point in your music journey, you ever thought of switching from Luvale to doing other languages like Bemba,
No, that's the reason why I combine. I combine because a verse can't really end like that. It's just Luvale, no. Okay. Maybe you hear maybe 2 ways, Nyanja or maybe Bemba, like that. I combine, but not completely switching to that because my whole thing is to represent
Northwestern,
my people and then my culture and everything, stuff like that. So I don't really think of switching now.
Okay. So I'm going to be very much specific. I'm going to be with Northwestern only. Do you think you're the biggest artist in Northwestern province?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
You bet.
Well, but why? Why would I say because I've had 2 awards now to my name for that particular title. And then put out way.
Consecutive.
Now on the same awards.
in a row,
On the same awards.
Yeah.
Okay. This last year nominated who and who? What was in the nominations?
The boykay, Denji, KLC, Jessica. Yes, and then this guy Sapala. There's a guy
Junior
Sapala.
Sapala.
So
Junior
that was the first artist in Northwestern to win an award, is it?
Yes, it was the guy.
Was it? He was the one, right?
He was the one. Yes, Junior Sapala. Yes.
Oh, do you think he was deserving to win?
That time, at that time, I wasn't really following that thingy that much.
Where were you that time?
I was here. I was in Solis.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in Solis, but then I wasn't part of the nominees.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awards are issues.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is the
Big time.
the biggest,
Yeah.
or can we also say the most happening artist in Northwest?
Okay, we could say that. But then, just on that one, there's one that we've seen. I think there's a bit of some division. I don't know if you can also see it, but I've seen it. There's a bit of some division when it comes to our industry, especially Northwestern industry. So I'm seeing a point where there's you, there's Denji, there's Jam Blue Spark, then there's Cox, there's Lunda Boy. Yeah, there's also B-Rocks as well. And then we come to this other side where there's Taylor 808, boykay, Young Bode, Soy. Yeah, this why that division though?
Is that really is it a division
I've never seen you guys work on a project together.
like last week I was putting a verse for Taylor 8.
Okay.
Then boykay has put me on his 2 tracks now.
I think I saw some posts on social
Yeah,
media.
and then there's a song for Body that we did with Jam Blue Spark and I on it.
Only you, but most of the artists. Maybe you.
Oh, just me.
Yeah, you.
With
you
the other guys.
Yeah, you can still work with the other guys and maybe Jam Blues, yes. But these others, I haven't seen them work with.
Because music works with is chemistry, like the way you vibe or maybe the way your music type wouldn't really sit well with my type.
Okay.
So even if we are going to work, it won't really add value to the craft you want to put out.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So so you think like, but if I bring Cox on this project, it will make sense because this is his type, or I feel he's going to sound more good on this one.
Okay.
Then you call me, I do that. It's not like maybe just working just for the sake of working with anybody, just like that.
Okay.
No, it's not like that.
So it being that you're the biggest artist, let's say your fellow artist in Northwestern, since you say the biggest artist right now, right? Yeah, and then a fellow artist in Northwestern calls you for a feature. Do you charge them or it's for free?
My fellow artist?
Yeah.
No, I don't need to charge them.
Okay, let's say there's an upcoming artist who's just coming right now, who is not on the level like boykay, like these others, and then they just want to feature. So do those charge them as well, or you just do it for free?
Those I charge.
How much do you charge?
Nah, I can't really talk about that because it depends. Because there are times when that same boy sends me the song, but I love it. It's a dope song. I love it. I won't even charge the boy. I'll just tell him, okay, maybe look, organize my movements, how I'm going to move to get to your studio, maybe buy water when I'll be there during the session, then it ends there.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Rock Daddy, lately, Solwezi News has been knocking on the music industry. That's now at the national level. So now, what do you think is the missing piece for a successful journey now for Solwezi News?
For Solwezi News, I feel here we don't have companies maybe on board, companies that would really reach out and maybe want you to be the brand ambassador, like they make you that, or maybe they go with you in campaigns, like maybe you move from here, you're going to Mwenilonga maybe to sell stuff, and then you are just there selling their stuffs out, and then people are coming. We don't really have that here yet.
Okay.
I don't know if there are people that can do that, and then they're just failing to come out, but I haven't seen any yet. I haven't, yes. And then we don't have a number of sponsors. Then like there are people that would just come and then just give you an offer.
Okay.
Yeah, like I love this song, so I'm going to sponsor a video, get this and shoot it. You get. We don't really have those people in number. Yes, they are there, but they are not really as many as the other districts are doing. Like there are other people like Lusaka, the Copper Belt. Copper Belt, those guys have got like an empire of people that can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just to wrap up very quick, due to time. So with all the artists that are in Solwezi, in Northwestern province, I should say. So there's no one that you are in with. Wrap up just a bit quick on our podcast. So I asked you to say, with all the artists in Northwestern, you are in good pages with everyone, right?
Yeah.
No bad blood with anyone. No. Okay. So if you are in no boykay experience, what happened? Why did you withdraw?
That time we had an agreement that we made with the guy.
Okay.
And then it was now in the morning on the actual day, and then he's telling you to say what we agreed won't really happen. So if you feel like you can still go, or you are going to back off, then that's your choice. Stuff like that. That's why I just had to call it off. Yeah. And then at the same time, it happened that I was caught by the G-Grains manager, and then Chef was coming there, so they wanted me to be part of that. And then I sealed the deal with the guys. So I posted the Chef's banner instead. All of a sudden, I just started to see calls from maybe Katondo boys. Hey, why have you done that? Hey, fish. And then it was, now the guy was behind those boys, and then maybe he told them maybe to do something funny, I don't know. So that's it.
Yeah. So and then from afterwards, you guys had to sit down, resolve everything.
We resolved everything because the KOC guy was also involved. So KOC now didn't take it easy with it.
Okay.
Like he just took his own moves. Then he went to police. Yes, and then the guy called there, and then we went there. We explained, and then
it went to the police.
Yes.
Yeah, it did.
That's how it was.
I saw it on Facebook.
Yeah, that's how we resolved the stuff. And then since then, yeah.
Okay.
So what are we are now wrapping up. So what are we to expect from the rap that
It's more fire coming, nothing else. It's just fire. Like I've got projects in the pipelines, though I can't really talk about it right now because I'm still working on them, but it's just fire.
actually saw you doing something yesterday?
No. So when you see me live for a Vest station, they are not normally my songs. They are featured songs.
Okay. Yes. So you don't actually bring yours on Facebook?
And I wouldn't really have my live Vest. Like there are times when I can do that, yes, but then it's not really my principle. Like maybe sampling my personal projects like that. I would really do that just on a choice. If I want people to get that, just maybe for a few minutes and I'm done. But mostly when I'm live like that, then it's a featured thing.
Who's the dopest producer in Solwezi?
They're all doing fine. Like right now, you can't really have.
Give us your top two.
My top two. The top two. I'll mention my guy because he makes what I love. Genres. Tigo Click.
You guys actually got chemistry.
Yeah. We blend well. Like we blend well with the guy. Like the way he does his thing.
Okay, then on second position.
Sai Trey.
Oh yeah. Where Sai Trey around?
He's around, yeah, but he's busy with work, so the music is.
So okay, let's be frank. All right. So currently on our page we posted a list of the top 10 artists in Northwestern. I don't know if you saw it. Did you pay attention?
Not really.
Not really.
Yeah.
Okay, but why you are tagged? Yeah, I think you saw it. Yeah,
I'll go check.
Yeah. So we made a list of the top 10 artists in Solwezi, and these statistics were based on impact, the kind of impact.
Okay.
And on our so yeah, Mr. Cox. So we had our list on Zamtips, the top 5, the top 10 actually artists. So I think maybe we'll just pick it up from here. Can you give us the top 5 artists in Northwestern that you think are really making impact currently?
You know what, like opinions differ, so I don't like opinionated questions, like getting my thing. Me, I believe each and every artist is doing fine, like they are really doing their best. So you can find that they are doing the most, but then they don't really get the needed attention or maybe the right people, so that yes, and the numbers, so you would really rate them bad and maybe say they're not happening, and then but then they're doing the most. So by you just mentioning somebody else and then they wanted maybe to be on the list, that would hit bad on them, like you to feel like maybe they're not doing the most you get.
You
so
need to encourage someone.
yes, encouraging them is to encourage them. They just to push like the way they are pushing. It's gonna happen someday. Yeah, it's gonna happen for them as well. But I believe everyone is doing fine. Like the same people that you mentioned, the same people that you had put, the same people that are making trends just on media. Because I believe an artist should have a page. An artist should be active
Yeah,
The same ones that the artists we are seeing, the same ones that are there, the same ones that the artists that they go live, maybe they promote, they do what they are. Those are the same ones.
Okay.
Those are the same ones.
Who are those?
Come on. Everyone is doing fine. Yeah. Everyone is okay. Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of our discussion. I think we'll just give Mr. Cox, just what could you tell your people? At least in case those that don't know you.
Yeah, Cox the Rap Daddy here. They said what? Let me read again.
Yeah.
This is Zam Tips podcast, or the Tips podcast. So we've been here. It's been a wonderful moment with the guys. I've really enjoyed. Yeah, it's good. Otherwise, good music. Like, more music is coming. It's on the way. Like, I will get to announce and tell you when I'm at least 80%. Like,
Yeah, sure.
so soon to dropping this, like, big time. If you don't know my Facebook page, go there and follow me, Cox the Rap Daddy. That's my Facebook page name, and go to YouTube, the Rap Daddy again. Subscribe for more fires that are coming, so you won't miss anything. Otherwise, it's been a great time with the guys, the Rap Daddy.
Okay, so before what would you tell the people out there about Zam Tips TV?